Hello everyone, this is ChakaWhat here, and today I have brought a very special guest onto my channel.
What's up everybody, it is ChakaWhat here, and today I am here presenting you the top 5 Fallout DLCs. It's been a while since I've been on this channel and it feels good, it feels like home. You know, last video I did was a Elder Scrolls DLC video, I believe, so the DLC videos are all mine. At our number 5 spot, we have Old World Blues. Now, I personally think this is one of the funniest and stupidest DLCs to be ever introduced in a video game, but I still believe it deserves a spot on this list. Old World Blues is the 3rd DLC for Fallout New Vegas, and it has some pretty tough competition. Old World Blues, basically, the courier is abducted and experimented on upon the think tank. A group of pre-war scientists that have replaced their aging bodies with machines. That's smart, right? You ever seen Terminator? Learning that the think tank has removed and this word messes me up all the time. Subsequently lost the courier's brain. The courier aids the think tank scientists into fighting Dr. Mobius. Why can't they have normal names? The rogue scientists currently in possession of the courier's missing brain. Now I'm going off topic a little bit. Does anyone else think Dr. Dela is sexy? No? Just me? At number 4, we've got Far Harbor. Now I love me some Far Harbor. This DLC is set on the island of Mount Desert Island, off the coast of Maine. It's there the sole survivor will search for a young woman in a colony of synths. This leads to the fighting between the Far Harbor citizens and the children of Adam. I never liked those people. But a greater plot involves a synth who has ties with Nick Valentine. Now guys, if you do not know who Dima is, he's basically a synth. And some of you guys that are with the Brotherhood are still like, oh my gosh, synth, destroy it now. Give me a chance to explain to you that Dima is the best synth ever besides Nick Valentine. I personally think that Dima is one of the best characters in Fallout history. Not the best, but one of the best. Dima, so basically the first time you meet Dima is when you actually try to find the girl you're looking for. You'll go and walk into his room. He comes out of this huge ass chair that has like a bunch of things that like connect to his back after he has all these like prongs and electronic stuff that I don't know about coming off his back. And his character design is just so amazing, while everything around him is just electronic and he's like doing something in the chair. It's amazing the first time you see him. And then he like opens up to you immediately, like you guys been friends for years, and he's just so I don't even have words to explain Dima. He's just a really loving and caring person, especially once you bring Nick to Acadia. The first time you bring Nick to Acadia, Dima will have some unique dialogue, only specific if you bring Nick there, and he'll be like, Nick, or something similar to like, Nick, brother, or something like that. He's like, it's been so long. And after that, Nick will hesitate because he obviously doesn't think he has a brother. He, forgot about all that stuff. But the more and more you go back to Acadia and talk to Dima, and the more the story progresses, the more the Nick and Dima story progress, which isn't actually a quest on the game, but it's something just for you to, experience while you're playing the actual Far Harbor quest. You learn that Dima and Nick are actually brothers, but I don't want to spoil it because, you guys might want to go on and watch it, but I personally think Dima's character is just so loving and caring. He just reminds me of someone that you would know in real life that is the best friend you could always have. And that's why just Dima's one of the greatest characters, and that's what makes Far Harbor one of the greatest DLCs. That's why it's on this list. There is a DLC that I feel like it's copied, and me and ChakaWhat had a conversation about this, and you might see it on this list, you might not, we don't know. You just watch the video, you'll see.
3. Dead Money. Dead Money is a survival horror DLC that sends the courier into the cloud-covered Sierra Madre. The Madre is crawling with the eerie ghost people and inhabited by the notorious Brotherhood scribe Elder Elijah, who has used bomb collars to enslave treasure hunters in order to use them to gain entry to the villa and in turn the vault. The courier is partnered up with the smooth-talking pre-war singer Dean Domino, a nightkin suffering from dissociative personality disorder Dog and God, and a deeply scarred Brotherhood member Christine, who is only in it for Elijah's blood. As we go through the Madre, we learn more about what was really going on when it was built, the lives of our companions, and more about ourselves, as it is the first DLC to come in canonical order. I think this might also be my favorite Fallout DLC, as I'm always at home in the eeriness of the Madre. Plus, Christine and Dean Domino are sexy. I will fight you on this. 2. Point Lookout. Take a boat ride to Point Lookout, a place that was missed by the bombs. Here you have such attractions like the hills have eyes creepy-ass territorial swamp folk, fun adventures like Plick Safari. Interested in history? Visit the Turtle Dove Detention Camp and witness yourself a continuation of the pre-war great game by either siding with the slick and soft-spoken British ghoul Desmond Lockhart or the clever brainiac Calvert. This is hands down one of the best DLCs ever made, as it offers an incredibly different wasteland experience, has very fun missions, and also heavily influenced its successor, Far Harbor, with the starting plot of finding a lost girl, the drug trip missions, you know the ones I speak of, and some of the moral decisions being either identical or very similar. Not to throw shade at Far Harbor, it's just, I speak the truth.
And at our number 1 spot, drum roll please, The Lonesome Road. Yes, I love this DLC. It has so much history in me, as it's my first DLC for my first ever video game that I've ever owned. Let's get into what The Lonesome Road is about for some of you that don't know about it. The Lonesome Road DLC brings the courier's story full circle when you are contacted by the original Courier 6, a man by the name of Ulysses, a former Fruitaminerus of Kaisar, who refused to deliver the platinum chip at the start of the main storyline in Fallout New Vegas. In this transmission, Ulysses promises the answer as to why, but only if you take one last job, a job that leads you into the depths of the Divide, a landscape torn apart by the frequent earthquakes and violent storms. The road to the Divide is a long and treacherous one, and of the few brave enough to walk it, none have ever returned. Now, I love this DLC just because I might get my DLCs confused up, but isn't at the end of this you can blow up different parts of the place depending on which storyline you picked at the beginning of the game? If it's the Lonesome Road, I remember that. I think that's implanted in my mind. It's amazing. But I also love the coats you get. The coat you get when you beat Lonesome Road is such a trademark on me, as I always wore it afterwards. Because then after the Lonesome Road, I believe I played all the other DLCs, which I think messed up the storylines and everything for me. But it was still amazing, and I think it deserves number 1 on this list.
I hope you've enjoyed our list and found it helpful. I've left a link to my buddy's channel in the description below, and remember to like and subscribe. Bye!
Do you believe in kissing, honey? You bet I do. Well, I believe in kissing, honey.